Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Into the Light Divination, your weekly podcast. Today's episode, we are going to talk about entrepreneur energy. All right. So, this is for all the entrepreneurs out there. Entrepreneurs, what are the messages we got for you? So, today's episode is going to talk about fire, earth, air, and water, of course. So, fire signs. What is the entrepreneur energy for our fire sign friends, please? What is the entrepreneur energy for our fire sign friends? What is the entrepreneur energy for our fire sign friends? What is the entrepreneur energy for our fire sign friends? I'm seeing conflict, by the way. So, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, this is telling me that there is kind of like blocked creativity, gloominess, clouded joy. Then we have the Six of Wands in reverse, which is failure, okay? Then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is too much responsibility to break down. So, fire signs, what I see here for you is not good. I see that some of you on an entrepreneurial path right now is a little bit of stagnant energy and not too sure where to go. Excuse me. So with that being said, let's find out more information here. This is you as well. Wands represent fire signs, so I am a little concerned. That does make me a little bit concerned. So let's get a little bit more energy information. So can we have some more information on that Ace of Cups in reverse? And then the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, and then the Ten of Wands in reverse. All right, so here we have the Hermit, so looking within, Five of Swords, compromise, okay, and then the Chariot moving forward. So even though you have blocked creativity, I do see you moving forward. The Six of Wands in reverse is failure, okay? Judgment, so this is where you need to make a judgment call on something. Something isn't working for you, it's time to move on, new plan. Okay, Ten of Pentacles from that judgment call. So I do see a success in your pathway. Okay, Two of Wands in reverse though is a little bit of fear of the unknown. So even though you have success, you get to a point where you might not be sure where to go from there. Okay, fair enough. It does happen. This is where you kind of got to look at everything and figure out what's working and what's not. All right. There is a saying that try something new for 3 months. If it doesn't work, try something else. All right. It's like a quarterly thing in business. Okay. Ten of Wands in reverse. Then we have the Fool in reverse. Okay. So what this is telling me, this too much responsibility, a little bit of holding back energy. Okay. And then Nine of Cups in reverse is telling me shattered dreams. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse, dictatorship. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is too much responsibility. You need to learn to delegate, okay? There's definitely a holding back energy. Not sure if you can trust people, okay? However, this is going to cause some shattered dreams or issues if you do not learn to delegate, okay? But don't delegate and be a dictator is what I'm seeing for you, okay? So, next we have the Earth signs. Earth signs, what is it for entrepreneurial for the Earth signs, please? What is the entrepreneur for the Earth signs? What do the Earth sign entrepreneurs need to know, please? What is it for the Earth signs, please? What do they need to know? Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse, Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. So I do like this. However, you have a little bit of isolation right now. The Ace of Cups is compassion, and the Seven Cups is endless choices, okay? So this is something definitely emotionally that is emotionally great for you. You are loving whatever it is you're doing, Earth signs. Perfect. Love that for you. That's fantastic, wonderful, and magnificent. So with that being said, though, let's find out what that Hermit in reverse is about. Okay? Let's find out what that Ace of Cups has for you. Okay? Let's find out what that Seven of Cups has for you. Excuse me. Okay, the Hermit in reverse, so we had a little bit of isolation. The Eight of Swords, this is you being trapped in your own isolation. You are being stuck energy within your own thoughts, okay? Injustice, dictator with the King of Swords, manipulation. I think you're manipulating yourself to believe that your ideas are not good, okay? The Nine of Cups in reverse is telling me that there's sorrow with that. You are causing your own conflict, is what I'm seeing, okay? But I do see you moving past that and having compassion for yourself, okay? Recognizing that. Even though with the Six of Cups in reverse, that is telling me there is something emotionally draining you back and leaving you stuck in the past. It is time to move on. You may need therapy if it's affecting your work, okay? Magician, I see creative energy, and then the King of Wands, I see a natural born leader. So you are naturally born to be an entrepreneur if this resonates with you, okay? This is time for you to cut the crap and move on, and I'm being told this. Seven of Cups is telling me you have endless choices. The Ace of Swords is telling me lack of ideas, okay? The Star is telling me direction. And the Page of Cups in reverse is telling me a little bit of envy or emotional vulnerability or some kind of creative blocks. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you're literally telling yourself that you are not good enough for any kind of success, okay? Which is not true. So this is time for you, if you need therapy due to some kind of relationship or some kind of trauma or whatever it is, you may need to go do that because it is affecting how you think about yourself, okay? Just so you know. I'm definitely seeing some kind of traumatic experiences, unfortunately, and if that is you, I do hope that you find healing, okay? But it is creating blocks for what is for you. And what is for you will not pass by you. However, you are the only person stopping what is for you happening for you, all right? So love and light to you. Air signs. Air signs. What do we have for the air signs, please? Air signs. Air signs. Entrepreneur messages for the air signs, please. Entrepreneur messages for the air signs. Oh, I'm saying told no. Shuffle a few more times. Okay. What are the entrepreneur messages for the air signs, please? Entrepreneur messages for the air signs, conflict. Entrepreneur messages for the air signs, conflict, conflict, conflict. Okay. However, so I'm feeling conflict. So you've got the Six of Cups with a little bit of carefree energy. The One of Cups in reverse, so that's blocked creativity. And then you have the Nine of Cups with wishes being fulfilled. So you drop. All right, so you go from the Six, so innocence, kind of like carefree joy energy, to clouded joy. So emotionally, air signs, you're causing your own blockages. However, once you remove those blockages, your wishes will be granted. All right. Seeing strong water sign already. So if you have a water sign placement, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm hearing Bird of Fortune even, maybe Jupiter. This has something in here for you. Find the message for you, okay? With that being said, so what is the innocence? Six of Cups. What is the block creativity with the Ace of Cups? And what is the wishes being fulfilled with the Nine of Cups? All right, so here we have that carefree energy, anxiety, burnout, losing faith. So you may be carefree and loving what you're doing, but mentally you are being a conflicting energy. Okay, that's an air sign thing. Queen of Cups, so compassion. Having compassion for your mental anguish will help you, and you need to get over your grief that you have that was mentally hurting you, okay? Ace of Cups in reverse, that's also causing a block of your creativity is what I'm seeing. That's what's blocking your creativity. However, you are strong-willed, determined, and you will persevere in the situation, all right? Then you have the Queen of Wands energy that tells me you are confident and you will find that strength, which is so funny because I didn't even really look at the cards. So, which will bring you to your wishes being fulfilled, to the King of Cups energy, right? Innovation, right? The Hierophant, higher knowing. And then you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. However, this is where you need to pay attention and not let anybody else easily influence you, all right? So, next we have the water signs. Water signs. Okay, water sign friends, what do we have for you? What do we have for you? What do we have for the water signs, please? What do we have for the water signs? What do we have for the water signs? What is for the water signs, please? What is for the water signs, please? What is for the water signs, please? What is for the water signs? All right. What is the entrepreneurial message for the water signs, please? What is the entrepreneurial message for the water signs, please? What is the entrepreneurial message for our water signs? What is the entrepreneurial message for the water signs? I hear it, cut the crap. What is the entrepreneurial messages for the water signs? You can do this. What is the entrepreneurial message for the water signs? Keep moving forward. All right. So we have the Chariot. This is very Cancerian energy. All right. Keep moving forward is what I heard. Chariot. Not two reversed of the swords is telling me emotional detachment, indecision, and hesitance. Okay, a little bit of mental gymnastics. However, we have the Four Cups in reverse, so a breakthrough. Okay, so even with your mental gymnastics, you will have a breakthrough. All right, so what is the information that we can know about that Chariot, please? What is that information for that Chariot? All right, what is the information for the Two of Swords in reverse, please? I heard, don't stop believing. Okay, so it's funny. What do we have for the Four of Cups in reverse, please? Your negative energies are the only thing stopping you from succeeding. I don't know where that's from, but that's what I'm feeling. So the Chariot, keep moving forward. Page of Cups, you have creative opportunities, which is very well said. Okay, you have the Three of Pentacles, so you have opportunity for teamwork and collaborationships, okay, and a focused effort to move forward. I see some of you really lacking on your creativity, and it is something you need to focus on, okay, water signs? The Queen of Swords in reverse is telling me you are easily influenced, okay? You're emotional, and you're kind of being careless, which is something that is causing a conflict in you. Now, there's good careless and there's bad careless. And the bad careless, I see that you're really reluctant to work on something that will bring you financial abundance creatively, all right? You may need to ask help. Somebody around you may need to give you a break, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Emotional detachment with the Two of Swords in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. There is a little bit of imbalance. And I see that's a Gemini energy. So if you're a water sign and you have a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, right? Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, and I'm hearing Pluto, North Node. This is something for you. You need to pay attention to your emotional conflict. You were afraid to ask for help, and you need to ask for help, water signs. This is important. For you to get your creativity, you need a break, and you need to ask for help. Okay? The Devil in reverse. This is telling me you are removing that toxic energy you have. Now, some of you, it could be addictions. Some of you, it could be just those negative thoughts and feelings and sarcastic energy you have about yourself, okay? And this is regaining control and power, okay? That's what you need to do. And then I see the Queen of Pentacles, and this is the healer energy, the nurturer, the homebody, the homemaker. And I'm hearing Cancer, Cancerian energy, even though this is definitely not Cancer energy, all right? But I am hearing somebody who is a Cancer needs to pay attention to this, okay? Next, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse. So giving up being stubborn and stubbornness and refusing compromise, okay? This is telling me that with your Four of Cups in reverse, you will have a breakthrough after this, right? But then you kind of get stubborn and you need to compromise, and you're refusing to compromise because yes, you need a break. Yes, you need your creativity. Yes, you need to move forward. Yes, you have a breakthrough, but then you get stuck in your own ways where you don't do and you don't ask and you block yourself. And it's bullshit and you need to stop doing it. Excuse my language, but that's what I just heard. King of Pentacles, okay? Abundance and wealth. Once you flip this card around and start to move forward, I see this happening. Okay? This is telling me this, but I do see that flipping and this being what happens. Wealth, generosity, prosperity. Okay? The beautiful part is, even though they're not lined up, you have the king and queen of the pentacles. That is telling me harmony in a relationship, financial stability, and figuring it out with someone, okay? Now that could just be your divine masculine, divine feminine, figuring it out for yourself. But I do see a beautiful thing of harmony here, okay? I do see that. I'm just checking to see if there's any more in here. I don't see any more. No, okay. I just wanted to see if there are any more pairs. I kind of just, whatever. All right, and then you have the Eight of Wands, okay? So rapid change, gaining momentum, fruits of labor. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you are a water sign and this resonates, please, please, please make sure to ask for help. Please work on your creativity. Please remember that you have so much to give to the world, even if you don't think you do. There is something that you have that the world requires and could use right about now. So that is all I have for you. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate your time immensely, and have a good one. Goodbye now.